Okay. Okay, we're back. Anyways, starting from the last stream, which I had to close out for a bit due to me having to pick up a call. Anyway, we were working on the land portion, which I believe this should be fine for now. And so we can head and bring up another layer. We can actually just go ahead and collapse this into one thing. And so now we can actually work on the initial thing. So what I would like to do is actually not use that. Might be a little better for you to hand through this. This has having a lift up here. Usually this is a little too rounded, should be a little bit flattened. So we'll start with that, but about two knobs about base here. The second one for the shadow portion here, and bring it back, collapsing it a bit so we can bring it close to the ground. About there. Be approximately where it should be. Off for a moment. Then curve this around to have the initial base. Not quite happy with the mouth portion here. So erase that. Now have about here, which then the portions are done. Looks like a silhouette of another Pokemon. I don't quite remember the name of it, but it's fine. Here's that. Which then I can draw that nub. Some eye is about here. Can't really draw a circle, so I'll just this and then not do that. Out there where I want the eye. Can't quite draw it about where I would want it though. So instead, you're not being able to draw right there. We'll just draw another one. Just make a circle. This and then transform this down. Okay. About there, where we will want it. About right there. Perfect. Then we can actually fill it up right now. Want a perfect dot. Just leave it on that layer for now. So what I'm going to do now is most likely draw in the spikes, which I'll actually make another layer. About the spikes are about immediately over here to about cylindrical or cone shape actually. So the cone shaped like this, curved. Due to not being quite see it, I will dim down the layer. I'm actually not quite happy with this and I made a mistake. You switch back this layer for erasing. Not quite centered. About there, we need to copy it on the other layers. About yet also one about here. Check it far bigger. And here. Then we can go ahead. Then we will be able to see spike out there. The ice nub there. And then ice here. Then second one about here. Followed along with one here. And one back here. Then have a small one here and about one here, and then the final one we'll probably see right back here. That should be about Snom's little ice spike areas. So next I will fade this to then draw a more smooth area, and I do on the wrong layer again. Create another layer. There we go. Some little mouth area. Follow that. The head. Spike. 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 Definitely not the best drawing, but works for now. Definitely doesn't look as good as it should. Actually looks kind of fuzzy, which weird. Zoom in instead, and then move this back on. It's a little big. Need to flush this out before I go in with different color and draw some actual line, which we need to use blue of some sort instead of black to create the appearance of ice along as it spiked. Alright, drop a spike here. Yeah. This is how this is. I will actually change this portion here of that. This does make it Snom look kind of fuzzy, which it's not the worst, but it does seem a little odd to me. Fix this angle. Curve here. Okay, lower spike, lower front spike, lower back spike, about middle spike, back upper spike, back middle spike, then back bottom spike. Alright, and which once again we can figure this out, and we can turn those layers off. Instead, change over to a different color. On, once again, another layer. We actually want to keep this front portion using black color. Okay. Slowly do this. Probably not the smoothest drawing. It probably looked like those older, or not quite older Pokemon art cards, but about the same, about a hand-drawn look. Okay. I actually shouldn't have done that. Just having to actually be a shadow instead works. And then what you do is actually probably create an additional layer for the inner body portion, because it is sort of translucent in actuality. So add another layer, and Snow's body goes about like this, pretty much hugging along the edge here, curving down here. So then we can dim down and add additional layer for the bluer color. I will need to darken this up, I believe. Darken this up, lighten this portion, try and get about proper icy-ish color. It's about light-ish blue, I believe, is what Pokemon uses for its color. So I'll probably go about here and start drawing out the spikes. Okay. About here, and then I actually need to lessen this so it doesn't appear as fluffy as it is. I don't actually need to draw these bottom portions here, but I do prefer to. So I do need to make sure of is to connect the loose ends here. So when we do fill bucket, we can get a nicer fill. Perfect. then I do prefer putting fill buckets on separate layers. We want this to go lighter and more translucent in color, and that is the reason why we want to fill this layer. This actually needs to be about paler here, in fact. So I'll just save that for later and just erase this. And because we saw that fill bucket the entire space here, I'll just get this color back. Just make sure we close off the edges. Make sure there's no opening for it to fill it in. I believe that should be fine. Let me just quickly try fill bucketing it. Does work. Okay. So let's go lighter color. Just fill this in. Alright, yeah. So, and then these ones will need this to be more translucent. Which I think I need to do the whole thing. The fill bucket one is about 50% opacity. Place that. Okay, let's try this again. And that changed the whole color blue. Alright. Probably change this to a airbrush instead. About size here should be fine. Fill in the colors. Shrink this down for the smaller spots. Not a very even coating, but that is totally fine. And what we want to do down here and just fade this out to get about the appropriate color. Can then undo this, grab the face, I believe, yeah. Quite the color needed. So what we're going to do is tone that down as well. And due to color, we need to darken this a bit. A little more like out here, I believe. And get the overlap ones here. Okay. The shadow areas. Also kill here. If we talk about like going in this direction, light around these areas. It's fine. There. That part. the overlapping ice areas will need to be darkened. About middle here. A little bit more the body and shadow. Alright. Then on this layer, which is that portion, make another one. Change anything. Grab to black and change gray. Put shadow here. Under the mouth portion here. About the eye level. Because this direction, majority of the head will actually be darkened. Except I'll just erase this. And then grab the blur tool actually and just bring it up. Pretty nice gradient there now. Oh, maybe. Yeah, blurring it might make it better. Yeah, blurring it made it a little better. So that's pretty much our snob. Now we need to do the rest of the environment. Let's go all the way down to here for. Just then zoom back out. Again, about snowish biome. So what we're gonna do, back to our hard tip pen, and could probably go nice whitish gray. Be fine now. And probably make the landscape. We do need to change this out as well. I'm leaving some of the black, it should be fine. It's probably end up being about a tree here, or a tree back here. Nice. Oh, we have to have the sun. Let's see. First of all, Snob is pretty small though. Well, as small as if I'm thinking about it correctly. Snob is not that large. And on the cards, it looks like it was on branches, benches, and just in the snow, which means you can think about smallish, medium lapdog, about that size. So instead, what we're going to do, probably don't want it transparent actually. So go back over this. There we go. And then probably tree back here. Once again, another layer. So we want brown. About this color, but darker. That should be a fine color. What about right here? Another we are. So probably trees. Very green trees. Might actually be too large, but it's fine. That now. Pull up a green, turn darker. Fine. Then just simple trees. Nothing fancy is needed for this. Very simplistic. The bottom will need to be a little bit larger though, due to these types of trees being in layers. That's fine. Then we are able to just grab this, shrink it down here. It's fine. Or we could just make it larger. Let's put it back here. Also works. Probably just shrink it and put it back. It's one massive tree. That's fine as well. So with that. Okay. Then just smaller trees can be funneled in to fix this. We could actually put this a small town here as well, but I am not too good at drawing towns. Instead, this is going to fill it up with wilderness. Which I'm sure there's a better brush for this. No, just grab a large fade pen. This. It's not going to work too well. Yeah, I could say I'm not too confident on what I'm doing currently. These would make good shines though, actually. So instead of the tree idea, I would change my mind and just go with the mountain idea here. This color in the sky on this one. Sky, because it's about snowy-ish environment, will be a lightish, pretty pale-ish gray sky, I believe. About here should be fine. Would work. Little annoyed about this portion, but it's nothing I can't fix. Let's go back. I'll need to actually see the color real quick. Yeah, that's about the correct color sequence. Bring it down and bring out the light gray. Grab my tool here, down to this first layer, and zoom in. King about these areas, I would cover them. Yeah. Maybe this light gray is messing with the coloring but we won't really know. Actually, I do believe it is messing with it now. So I'll go with this darker one. There we go. Alright. This down. Also need to get this side. This down as well. There is something here which probably on this layer. Yeah. While we zoom in, we can look here, see how our how it looks. If we like it, we can go on continue. Fill bucket. Still on this layer. We want to zoom back out. Color in the sky. Sun will be approximately on this direction. So I want to go ahead and change to brush. Lighter, about white should work. Put it on the blue side though. Then I prefer to use the airbrush here. Out. Tap right here. Quite work. So we would actually need to darken sky. Just grab the standard blue. This. Nice blue here. We can have that be color here. Here, it's all about the lowest area. Later, but on top layer here, if we turn to this color, we can go ahead and fill bucket this in with white. There we go. Do not. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now it's white. And then if we bring this back up, color this in. Do not want this to go leaking into here. So we will put below this layer. This one will also need to be up. Lower. Put up actually. We want to change from airbrush to regular brush. So we can fix any of these imperfections. Not too much. Go. Okay. We also needed to up here. Alright. Actually uncolor these. Go about up here. We will want to actually color, push it in with white. Now click it. Actually, just go ahead and create another layer instead. Fill bucket, turn that white, turn that white. that's a little obnoxious. I will not deny that. If that's the case, yeah, I do not like that. So instead, we will have to darken this layer. Go ahead, zoom in. Switch back, actually first go back up to size. Sure, we don't have openings. Might still be too large. A little 2-point pen will work just fine. This should be now good. Go back up here. We can not do that. Paint like that. Code that in. Now that works. Then we can go ahead and color these. Unblank them. I do not realize this was using very faint coloring. So let's do this. Do you want to go ahead and do empty canvas color right there? Okay, we want a base color for this, which just use a blue. That color should be fine, and then just color it in. No big deal. Gives the icy spines a little bit of color as well. There we go. Nice and bright. We can also go ahead and have these turned on again. That. Okay. Look a little dirty now, though, so I will blur out a little bit more. Perfect. You can still tell it's a little blurred, and that is totally fine. Add more shadow towards this one. Just go ahead and go brush, add brush, and then a palette gray, go a little bit blue, yes, go white, turn a little bit gray, zoom out a little bit. Shrink the size so you don't get too much. Cut that in. Choose an even darker gray for this area. Might be a little too dark now, actually. So we could erase it, but it makes it a lot brighter. What we do want to do, though, is make this dark as possible. And we can just smudge and blur it towards the top. actually. Smudge. Nice shadow. We can just go ahead and zoom out a bit. We also need to do this side now. Dark gray. About here is where we would want this portion. Then we can grab the smudge tool. Add a little bit of white towards this. Smudge tool again. Grab blur tool. Blur out a little bit. Due to this leaking here, I'll push it back. Drag down the white. So this should not be darker than this side, so we will have to redo this one. This. That should work. Shrink this down a little bit more controlled. Send the dark gray. And just continue bring this down. That. It is covered in snow though, so it still would be red bright. So actually does make sense to have this darker due to it being closer. But I will still try to blend this nonetheless. Okay, I will, if I do that smudge tool, it's not what I need. The blur tool instead. Maybe not. Very well. I'll just leave it be instead then. Continue working here. About this layer, we'll use this fade pen with white and just believe that's how shines work. Maybe it's on top. No, it's not. No, I'll just undo that there. It is fine as it is now, but a little too open on this direction. So I'll scroll back down. Just above this layer, I will use the airbrush tool. A little bit dark colors. So about here, and there should work. Just yeah, we just undo that. Just that with dark on the edge here. Nice gradient of color. So now I'm still pretty open. I think here, I guess we would want just a small cottage. Would be nice. There. Hot brush. To it being brown. I do not know why I don't have a actual brown saved. Oh, there should be brown. Use this brown. We'll go ahead and zoom in. Shrink down the brush to about 2 pixels. We can go ahead and just make a smaller home. Pillars. This would actually be on top. These will most likely be logs. Okay. Can have a small chimney about there, so I need to make sure I draw that. Right there, at the end. Almost there. Tap back. Pretty simple house. Didn't really fit the Pokemon art style, I will say though. Which is not the best. But it still does work. I will need this still actually. Okay. a bit for the door, which I will on a separate layer color this in. I can actually do this and color in the house just fine. This down more. Should color in all the house. Add the additional details later. Okay, looks nice. We'll go on top of this layer and grab white and just zoom in to add the snow. We want to bring this down a little further, keeping a little even numbers. About putting the snow on top. And then along the sides here. Of course, it's not the best work at this, but it still is nice to have this drawing done. Well, it's in the cracks as well. It's harshly glowing. I actually want to put a window here. So here, pick up this color, map this out, and erase a portion here, in which I can just place in a window. Nice simple window here. Also just put this up and a larger window on this side. Right here. Nice window over here as well. Then I can move back top here, pick this up, and just continue putting the snow here. The door step here. A little bit on the doorknob. And due to snow probably blowing quite chaotically. Here as well. Due to the sun being out, pick this up, lighten it, and just put in some highlights here, just to show that the sun is in fact going this direction. In the background here, so let's go ahead and do this. Right. a little bit more. Side is not in the shadow, which means we would want to darken it just a tiny bit. Chimney. There we go. Because these are windows, we would want to add another layer and try to make it cozier. You do it simplistically, which is just an orange, and just fade, change the color just a little bit towards yellow, orange yellow there, to get nice and close so we don't accidentally color this in. So we need to go one layer down and color this in. There we go. And we can change those colors later. Let's make it so it looks like there is people in fact living inside here. Then we will get the airbrush and just darken it just a tad bit. Shrink the size down. Darken a little bit. Alright. Yeah, darken it just a little bit works. Also do want to have some white on here as just a glare. Okay, looks a little bit like Minecraft glass. There's no glare on that side. Now, nice part here. Looks a little out of place due to where it is. Do need to go ahead and have some smoke coming out of the chimney, which is a gray with lighten it up because it is not such a polluted. Okay, be out here. Yeah, out here. Let's go up here. And airbrush still works just fine. Not sure I want that to be on sideways actually. Going straight up works. That look proper. Does is that grab the smudge tool and just bring it up. Blur this blur out just a tad bit. Now there's a little bit of things to fill in the space here, but it still looks pretty unnatural due to how it looks sloping. Instead, we can go and make it look like there's a small path. How we want to do that is put the same color here and just dig out a pathway. This down and into the loop here. Also cast a shadow here. Small bit of shadow. We want to make it look a little bit flat or curving down more. That's pretty much, it's just up to preference. But I will prefer to make it look like it is built standing. Now I'm going to do that. It's on this same layer. Actually, I will make another layer and move down one. Ahead and pick up that color. Go to my hard dip brush and just like we created. So a patio here. Best use a ruler. About this 45 angle, fine. Quite same angle here. Oh, there's fine. And then there. Okay. Do is let's go ahead. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Go large brush about right there. And that's about where we want to draw that. But of course not that thick. It's pretty far away. About right there, and we can cover that up with things later. Let's turn that off. And we can zoom in. We'll actually need this again. Line it up. Okay. Still a little thick. Alright. Now we do not need it. Just fill it in, be a little easier. It's not quite lined up though. That's not good. This up, bring back the ruler. Messing up. Now that's about the correct angle. At least I hope so. Large hole here. Then make it look like it's covered in snow there. Then get a lighter color or a darker one, that works too. Perhaps not dark enough. Alright. Then we want to create posts like these. Light here, so I will here. Okay. Now that I know this is actually not where I want it to be, I can go ahead and grab the erasing tool, this, okay. Now that's actually a little too far up. We'll bring it down just a bit. Down so it connects on here. Or then a lighter version of this, which just grab this color. And color this portion in. Just to show that this is a three-dimensional. Okay. Continue with those colors later. We do need to go ahead and make these pillars here. There we go. There we go. Back the darker color. Perfect. Thicken this portion up. Grab in the highlight color here. So that there is some highlight here, some light. These portions are still pretty much lit up. Go. And we do need these walls. Okay, grab this. That's fine. Okay, that should work. Huh? Yeah, though it is leaning sort of downwards, which is not the best. So I'll just grab this and use it as an eraser. There we go. Noticeable. Then mounds here and here. It's a nice mound. Deep. Oh, we probably want to go airbrush instead here. And just cut this. And just line this up. Around here, the edges. Pretty light, in fact. So we do want to darken it though. That, and then I'll grab a smudge tool, not too large though. Take this. Looks like we will have to add some white into here to lighten this up. Go back to smudge tool and smudge that around, mixing it with the other colors. Get here and then just down the blur. Yes, I can just. Does that work? It does work rather well, because we do need to blur this out. Okay. Then just okay. Here. Quite blur this out, I don't think. Okay. This layer. Pretty much what we are doing here is just making it look like it's further back. And then this is what we have here. So then I want to try is what happens if we try to blur everything. Well, there's nothing to blur here, so can't really do that. But instead, we can go white, just right, go blur, and just grab the smudge tool and just drag this down as far as I can. Throw eraser. Just we want to originate it. Just go radical. Oh, about here is fine. Back up that one. Okay. Go blur now. Then see if I can move this. About here. Should be fine. As I grab the eraser again. Just one more. Up there. Back to blur. It's out. Actually, that might be a little too sharp. Like that. Yeah. Blur this. Like the sun is far down on our little stop here. This is its eye. Well, I'll just blur that out a little bit. Well, as not quite sure where the outline is. Okay, it's on this line. Okay. Now we have just snob here. Don't quite want too hard of a line here. Okay, that works. Plentiful. Go on to this area. Just blur out the white just a bit. Of course, don't want it too blurred, so I will actually just bring this down to here is fine. I'll just go ahead and collapse these ones together. Easy to deal with. Is that. Looks like this little too harsh now. Do that. Actually, I have to undo the whole thing here. It is now in fact too blurred. There we go. Actually, no. There. This one. Just blur out this side. Perfectly fine. Here. Shoot this down. Have a light gray. Zoom in. Just cover that just a tad bit. Oh, it's on the wrong layer. What is this? Okay, there's that layer. Put down this layer. Am I still on the wrong layer? No, I'm not. Okay. way. Yes. Yes. Bloods out. Grab a smudge tool. Perfect. Back to brush mode. Up there. And our snom drawing is done. That will be all for this stream. Thank you for anybody